Light and sound. How do we use light and sound to communicate across a distance without spelling out words or saying words? Communicating by light across a distance.
Light is a type of energy. It's made up of waves that travel from a light source like the sun, the stars, a lamp, or a fire. Those waves bounce off objects and enter our eyes. This makes us see things.
A traffic light has 3 bright lights on it. The red one tells us to stop. The yellow one tells us to use caution and slow down. And the green light tells us to go. These 3 lights help cars and people not run into each other on the street. On seashores, people build lighthouses, tall towers with a light on top. That light is used at night or when it's foggy to keep ships from crashing into the shore. We all have light signals in our homes. Some light signals might tell us if an appliance is turned on. Others can tell us if we have a message waiting to be listened to.
Blinker lights that blink one at a time are turn signals. Two blinker lights blinking together are called hazard lights. It usually indicates the vehicle is disabled. Road flares are used to indicate a hazard on the road, such as a car on the side of the road or a big pothole. Morse code was an alphabet developed in order to communicate by light or sound. It uses a series of dots and dashes to represent each letter. SOS is a distress signal. In Morse code, it is 3 dots, followed by 3 dashes, followed by 3 dots. This is what it looks like in light. Throughout history, signal fires have been a way to communicate danger. This is an excerpt from the movie Mulan, in which signal fires are used to indicate that the Great Wall of China has been breached.
Now all of China knows you're here.
At the very beginning of the American Revolution, Boston was awaiting the arrival of British troops. Paul Revere waited across the bay from Boston to find out whether the British were arriving by land or sea. He watched the tower of the Old North Church, in which there would be lanterns placed, 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. This is one of the original lanterns. These are electric lights that are now used to recreate that historic moment. Did the British arrive by land or by sea? Sound as a way to communicate over distance.
Sound is a type of energy that is made when objects vibrate. When these vibrations reach our ears, we hear them as noise. A phone rings to let you know that somebody's calling. A school bell calls students to a lesson. A coach's whistle in the gym tells them to start exercising. All emergency service cars have sound alarms: police cars, fire trucks, and ambulances. When these cars race to the rescue, the alarm sound tells other cars to get out of the way.
A doorbell signals that someone is at your front door. The ring of a rotary dial phone. Busy signal. In addition to lighthouses, foghorns are used to warn ships that they're approaching the shore. This is a tornado siren to warn you that tornadoes have been spotted in the area. It usually goes on much longer than this short excerpt. Bells, worn by sheep, can make the shepherd's job of managing the flock much easier. Throughout history and across cultures, drums have been a way of communicating over distance. Now it is your turn to see if you can identify the sound. What is this sound? If you said a fire alarm, you are correct. What is this sound? If you said a smoke alarm, you got it right. What is this sound? You are a winner if you said it is a bus or truck backing up. What is this sound? If you answered that this is the sound of a truck horn, you are correct. What is this sound? The right answer to this one is the sound of a train. What is this sound? This one, of course, is the sound of the ice cream truck. Sometimes light and sound are used together to send a stronger message. Often, a railroad crossing will use both light and sound. Many emergency vehicles will use both light and sound. Think for a moment. Are there any other ways that sound and light are used to communicate over a distance that were not in this video? I hope you learned something new about light and sound as communication. The use of these excerpts is covered by the educational and fair use aspects of copyright law. The copyrights are retained by their original copyright holders.